Okay. That's I didn't transition so smoothly. On multiple levels. But yeah, welcome to the next part.
It's our lucky day, V.
Barely.
Find a game of cards.
Oh, lucky day.
They're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are underground.
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
Yeah, some clearing up
My
to do.
gardening shoes.
So, yep. Now we are underground in mission 5. Yeah, this mission's gonna start off a little bit annoying. This fight, these opponents that you're about to see are just super fucking annoying with V. Like, these are the worst things to fight with V. Like, up there at least. These goddamn lizards. I mean, I hate the lizards in general. They're fucking annoying. But especially with V, because the way that I showed you to fight them with Nero is you want to like snatch them into the air and then you get the air combos. On the ground, they don't really take hits then like that, but when they're in the air, that's how you juggle them, that's how you keep them immobile. But V cannot juggle much, so you have to just kind of work with what you can work with. And I used a lot of, I tried to use DT with them. I tried to summon Nightmare, see like what Nightmare could do a little bit. I don't know, Nightmare's a little bit of a hard one, honestly. Quite honestly. But yeah. Then you could do that. But there's still that one left. Yeah, these guys are a little bit weird. Because, like I said, they don't take hit stun. So in terms of taking them down, it takes a minute. It takes a minute. And also, they hurt a lot. Which can easily stalemate. Not so much Griffin, because he's kind of in the air. Even though they do jump in the air. But Shadow can get fucked really bad by these guys. And also, I had to use the Royal Fork, because I'm not trying to risk doing that grab shit. Because as you see, they're jumping off the walls and all this bullshit. They will fuck you up. But Triple S, put that one to rest. Yep. Yeah, the fucking lizards are annoying with V. When you kill enemies with Nightmare, by the way, it gives you white orbs and green orbs when you kill enemies while Nightmare is out. So that's the best way for you to like try to regain health when playing with V. And yeah, it's useful on Dante Must Die, but it's also useful trying not to die. In this mission, there will be segments like this where the enemy comes through the goddamn roof like that. You can try to break it. The easier difficulty, the easier it is to break. So it's on Dante Must Die, so it takes a lot of hits. Chances are we're not gonna fucking break it. It takes a bit. So but yeah, that happens. This mission has a lot of secret paths in it. I try to show off, like, I think I do show off all the secrets of this mission. But, also there's this thing with V right here, which is sometimes there will be these, like, explosive canisters, right? So what you do, you blow that motherfucker up, and it'll do a big chunk of damage. It's one of the best things you could possibly do. I showed it off a little bit in the, first thing, in the, like, first level after the prologue. We used it on the tentacle thing shit, but it works on any enemy just as well. Does a lot of damage, a lot of damage. And yeah, just fight. I don't know, with V, he's a puppet character, so he's a very simple character. There isn't too much for him to do. He just kind of gets styled just for like being around. You read the book, and that builds your DT. You use DT to put into Shadow and Griffin. They do more damage when you put DT into them. Also, that's another goddamn Mario Judah, because of course. Yeah, V's really, it's just you want to build up Devil Trigger, pour into them the Devil Trigger, or just Nightmare occasionally. And really, Nightmare's biggest usage comes from the fact that, and also this is the way that you can do it. Like what I was saying before. In certain times you don't have to necessarily lift him up. You just attack him like this with V. Just don't lift him up at all. Because when you lift him up, that happens. If you attack him on the ground, he just kind of stays in place. But at the same time, he doesn't necessarily take hit stun on the ground. So it's kind of, it's that kind of effect. And this long ass animation, that long ass animation, is why sometimes you want to use the Royal Fork from him, because there's certain enemies that have long ass animations that you don't want to necessarily do the whole long drawn out thing. Also, here's this thing. This path will take you to a blue orb. It's red now. I missed that on my first and second playthrough. It's a very, like, just tight in spot. It's very easy to miss. But if you summon Nightmare here, it will summon this little fight for you. It'll summon this little area where you can, yeah, you're good to go. Summon this little thing here. And then, you break this here. This over here. And that makes it so that you can move forward over there. But you just unlock this area. And also, these enemies are coming out now, so you fuck these motherfuckers up and you get some DT out of them. Then that's the thing too, if you're fighting like really small enemies, what you want to do is you want to just try to use them to build up your DT. When you fight small enemies like that. But you go into the new path, and it gives you another fight. And like I told you before, these little secret areas, they don't really do too much, but they'll give you like a little fight that you could use to like buff up your grade a little bit, so that at the end of the mission you'll get an S rank, because you need to like fight more people to build up more style. Griffin just got fucked. Yeah, when you get close to them, they heal faster. I'm fully maxed out, so I have the tool so that when you're close to them, you heal them faster. But typically, you want to just, if they get stalemated or something, I say you just use them both until they break. You want them both to break, and then once they both break, then you summon Nightmare. You can summon Nightmare before. Nightmare's biggest thing is Nightmare can do a lot of damage in himself on summon. Sometimes he'll like do an attack that like does a lot of damage, but really you want to control Nightmare, because leaving him up to the computer won't necessarily do what you need to all the time. Sometimes it will. Sometimes the computer will fuck them up. But the biggest strength that the computer will do, I almost got fucked. The biggest strength that the computer will do with Nightmare is just Nightmare being active. Because as long as Nightmare is active, Griffin and Shadow are completely invincible. And also, that's another thing that you can do right there. When you need to take somebody out with the cane, if you are on the ground, you'll almost get fucked. Like I almost got fucked. Well, you will get fucked. I got lucky. But yeah. Also, you see like how Shadow takes that damage. Like, it's fucked up bad for that. And then you do that, and now you get the Red Impusa too. This is how you get the Red Impusa, which is a special thing that you get at the end of the mission for finding these motherfuckers. So that's how you find the Red Impusa in this mission too. And obviously, like we said, you read the book to gain Devil Trigger. But you want to make sure this motherfucker dies. No running! There you go. Spank him. And that happens. But, yeah, you take the stairs up here. So when you unlock here, you unlock the secret mission. Secret mission for here is, defeat all the enemies without taking a hit. That's very simple. Just summon Nightmare. Or just DT. Now, if you go over here, all that does is it takes you to the next area that you would go anyway. So you don't actually go through there. Instead, you want to go the normal path. Because if you go the normal path, it'll take you over here, and they'll give you a white orb, which will give you a lot of DT. So if you use all your DT, you'll get a nice chunk there. Plus red orbs right there. So you can beat that up to get some red orbs. Problem is, this motherfucker also swings. This is also a thing too, like, because again, we've talked about it, you can destroy those. It's hard to fucking focus on destroying this red thing, because once you hit the red thing, you have to destroy it once you hit it. And if you don't destroy it, it'll go black. So if you hit it once, you have to just prioritize on that. So in reality, what you want to do is you want to just like let the tentacle thing come in, just wave around, and then once it leaves, destroy the red thing. I think there's also a purple orb or like a blue orb or some shit over there, typically. But yeah, you unlock the hidden path, do that, do the secret missions, and you go the right path, and you get this fight regardless. With the Queen Impusa. And that's the official introduction. These motherfuckers are annoying. So, I mean, they're not that annoying. They're not that would be they're a little bit annoying. But I summon Nightmare for a reason, because these motherfuckers will stalemate, like, because they're tall. They're tall and they hit hard. So if you have Shadow nearby, Shadow will get fucked over badly, like really bad. So you don't want to do that. And Griffith can get hit too because of how tall the hit swings are. And as you just saw, Shadow just got fucked completely. And when you can't really dodge anything because Shadow's down, their shit becomes a little bit harder. And then there's the green Impusa. You want to always kill the green Impusa because, as you saw, or as you might have seen, the health for that one was really, really low. Really, and they do attack. They do like little spit things after a while. But the green ones will keep the big ass one alive, so you don't want to do that. Also, if you accidentally get caught like charging the wrong move, you just call Shadow to you. And, not Shadow, you call Griffin to you. Or Shadow, whichever. But yeah, you kill the green Impusa. And then, I DT'd. You don't want to DT. Again, DT does better damage, typically. But really, for this one, you really just want to use Nightmare. Because these guys are going to get stalemated like fucking crazy fighting this guy. So you just taunt. You read the book. Because, again, Shadow gets fucked. You let Nightmare come through on activation, does a lot of damage, but more importantly, you don't have to worry about anybody getting stalemated, and you just read that fucking book. Now, when you read the book when Nightmare's out, it doesn't build DT, obviously, because that would be broken. Instead, what reading the book does while Nightmare's out is it just makes sure that the timer goes down that much slower. It still moves, but it moves at a very, very slow pace. I wasn't even doing it there. And this is what happens when you lose everybody. You don't want to lose everybody, because then all you're stuck with is your jumps and some really, 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 really bad slow dodges. So you don't want to lose everybody. If you lose everybody, well, you do want to lose everybody if you have Nightmare. If you don't have Nightmare, you want to keep at least one of them alive to try to dodge with. But yeah. Yeah. As you see, I'm just trying to pump low DT into this. This can be long. These guys are like very, very durable. Very, very durable. And the big ass fuck his butt. Beetle is dead. So yeah, those can take a long time to kill. Those can take a minute. There is no secret path for destroying that, because you can't destroy that. Instead, you just follow the path over here. And you see the red barrel, you know what that means, right? That means something's coming through. But it's not just any enemy, it's goddamn tentacle. Also, don't mind Shadow getting fucked. So yeah. Tentacle comes through, you can destroy that a little bit. You press circle when you're in the air, it lets you hover for a little bit more, so precise landings. Get the red thing over there. Come over here. And you destroy that, and that opens the path going down. Now in the corner to the top over there, you see the red orbs. That will lead to a blue orb, I'm pretty sure. A blue orb or a purple orb, I forget. But that spot right there in that little corner, that would normally be a blue orb. So you want to get that if you're playing through the game. Just find that little spot right there. And that's also another thing too. If you want to cover space like very fast, just use circle. That's actually kind of essential for one of the secret missions would be. But just glide. But yeah, there you go. And that's how you get that. It wasn't really worth it because it was just a red orb, but you know, I'm just showing. Here's this thing. The one secret thing that I do remember. Come over here. Aha! Wait. Yep, there was a reason. So that's how you get the secret, like, red orb location for this mission. I'm not sure if there's any others. You can let me know if there is. But you see another red barrel. And as you know, there's a reason for that. I'm smarter this time, move Shadow away, but Griffin's dumbass is right over there too, but it doesn't matter. It still does a lot of damage. Managed to take these guys out. I don't know, playing with V. Cause here's the thing that I like about V. What I like about V that I hate, and I think you maybe saw it a little bit when I was playing. I don't know. Maybe I was talking about it in one of my later videos, but problem with this game is locking on. You have to press the lock. You have to hold on the lock on button. But it has a weird ass priority system when it comes to like who you lock onto and how you can like take off the lock on. Locking off fucking sucks. DMC you never have to worry about locking on because the auto lock was so good. The thing about V is yes you have to lock on to an extent kind of. Because you want to, you have to do certain moves with locking on. But typically you don't lock on to anybody with V. You don't really need to. Unless you're doing a specific move, his shadows auto lock and just swing big range. Big enough range that it'll hit whoever. You don't exactly get that with Dante or Nero. And these are the nobodies. The nobodies are fucking annoying. I summoned Nightmare to try to kill them on activation a little bit. I got lucky that Nightmare did that strong ass attack. Again, when you summon Nightmare, there's no guarantee of what attack he's going to do unless you're controlling him. But when you're controlling him, if you get hit, it takes all of your DT. So you really just want to leave it up to the computer always. There's a thing, I'm not sure if I'm going to show it right now. I'm at triple S. I am now not at triple S because fuck these motherfuckers. This is a long ass animation. It's not that long for that one, but typically it's a long ass animation. You did it again, like Brittany. But again, Royal Fork. Certain enemies are gonna have long animations to kill. Just use Royal Fork. Also, this is just me being an asshole right here. But you want to go in this corner. If you go in this corner, you find these lizard people. You want to kill him, and that's going to summon some other people. Some other lizard people. Now, thing about the lizard people over here is, this is Dante Must Die, and I told you these are the worst enemies to fight, especially with V. Why would I purposefully go out of my way to fight these motherfuckers? So here's the thing about that. You fight these motherfuckers in this secret path, because this is considered a secret path, because this is completely optional. Not only will it, like, up your score for, like, S rank and shit, because you got more combat and, like, thus, whatever. But, if you do this over here, you kill those lizards, and you come over there, down the med path, that's how you unlock this red Impusa. And once you unlock that red Impusa, you beat his ass, and you get the red orbs, and then you get the big mission bonus at the end for fucking him in the face. Good shit. Read your Bible. You know. No. You read your Bible like they taught you in Sunday school. And then you spank him in the ass like they taught you in Sunday school. And you come out. But here's the thing that I always forget, because there's a mission that's just kind of like this. This is a boss fight mission. I'm not full health. I was kind of scared coming into this mission because I just remember this being the hardest fight with V. This fight in particular can fuck you up. However, I'm not going to try to talk too much. I'm going to kind of let it play out. That's... So, can you guess which Urizen ability this is? Also, Might something look familiar to you?
But I'm afraid it still concerns me. As long as there is a blood descendant of Sparta, I cannot take any chances.
Can't take any.
Find it and destroy it.
The three bitches on a chicken hawk.
Will his reign be truly realized?
And that's that ability that you will only get in Urizen's third form. This one is in all of Urizen's forms. I think. Or maybe just the first two. So it says the Elder Gurian Knight. This is a lie! He is not the actual boss.
Don't worry. I'll be gentle.
He is not the actual boss of this fight. The real boss is that goddamn horse. Which, if you remember, Devil May Cry 3, you let him fight here. And I'm not sure if this is a callback to Alastor either, with this, like, lightning sword. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be Alastor or what. But, Griffin just got fucked. Let Shadow fight a little bit. Just a bit. And, that's Quicksilver. From Devil May Cry 3. The fucking Time Steed, Quicksilver? Yes. I don't think his name is Quicksilver, but yeah. That's basically it. So here's the thing about this fight. This fight, your things will be fucked really bad, so you want to stay afar. Unless you summon Nightmare, because Nightmare makes them all invincible. So you summon Nightmare, not even necessarily so Nightmare will attack him, but just so you can keep your enemies, you can keep your puppets on him at all time, and not have to worry about them being stalemated. This is how you end up doing a lot of the fight. It's very effective. It's pretty fucking effective, actually. The only problem with doing this method is, I'm not sure if when he's gonna do it. I just got fucked. I'm not sure when he's gonna do it. You build up DT. Build up your little DT, because you need a lot of DT, because you want it to be stuck in a while. That! So now you're in a bubble. While you're in the bubble, you attack way slower. You attack slower, like, you don't move too slow, but all of your people in it are slower. So you want to get out of the bubble. Want to chase him out of the bubble. And that's just kind of a thing that happens. Now, also while he's in it, he does like access to the teleport and shit. That would fuck up everybody typically. Nightmare's out, so completely invincible. I don't use promotion at all with Nightmare on this fight because there's no point, because as you see, Nightmare is slow as shit. This boss fight is moving around constantly. Constantly. So there's no point. You just have Nightmare out just so everybody will be invincible and just stay on his ass. Really, I'm not sure if I was doing it. I'm barely paying attention to what V's doing, honestly, if I'm like being completely honest with you. I'm reading the Bible now. Yeah, you summon Nightmare. You should really stay close after you summon Nightmare, just to read the Bible. But also, here's the thing. When you summon Nightmare and that, he's out technically, but it's not burning any DT, because he's not really in effect, because it's on slowdown time. That's what happens. Even the shots that I'm sending are not getting to him inside that fucking bubble. It's taking too damn long. So you want to move him out of the bubble. But that's another thing too. When you summon Nightmare, the attention goes on Nightmare, which Nightmare cannot be moved really, so he just kind of stays in place. Everybody's dead, summon Nightmare again. Nightmare summon does a lot of damage, but also now they're back alive. Just run the fight like this. Make sure that you're out of harm's way, because as long as Nightmare's alive, they're fine and they can just stay on him. This boss fight is just... it's pretty simple. It's very, very simple. Very, 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 very simple. I'm not sure if I'm reading the Bible. Now I'm starting to read the Bible a little bit. It's a very, 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 very simple boss fight. Very, very simple boss fight. But, yeah, it kind of comes with it. I just remember this fight being so hard. So goddamn hard. And now we're at the very end. And, yeah. I gotta get the kill. This shit is still taking forever. I'm like, why is this shit taking forever? Like, I'm just need to stun this motherfucker. Just stun this motherfucker. Can I please stun this motherfucker? Can I stun this motherfucker? Shall I stun this motherfucker? Will I ever stun this? I stun the motherfucker. And then you kill him, put the cane in its throat, and yeah. That's that fight. Now, the time steed is dead, but he's running away like a little biatch.
I'm fine.
And you cannot run because you cannot walk. So,
If the devil sorts
you just killed the time steed. And just like the last mission, you may have noticed, V doesn't get anything for beating any of the bosses.
You gotta be strong in mind and body to wield the Sparta, and
He just gets the satisfaction of fucking up these motherfuckers.
too much for them.
for me, yes. But what if the boy?
What if the boy? The boy! The boy! Well, yeah. The boy! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! He gets this. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm actually completely wrong.
Let's go.
That's what he gets.
Near the Sparta. Even I should.
That's actually what he gets. My bad. Because Nero starts with... Throughout the story mode, Nero starts with Overture. You beat the big boy. I think that's how you get, I forget what you get. But when you beat the Time Steed, that's how you unlock Ragdoll. Or, that's how you unlock Ragtime. And when you beat the Tentacle, I think that's how you unlock Rawhide. Or some shit. I don't remember too much. It may be how you unlock, Helter Skelter, but I don't know. See you in the next video. Mission 6.